Hello everyone, CatWeazle here, welcome to the channel, and welcome back to our playthrough of Eldritch Horror and Hypnos, Otherworldly Dreams, where we're just about to start episode 10. One very quick thing before we do that is Luke. Luke is on space 10. There is actually a way to get to Buenos Aires slightly quicker than to San Francisco or Tokyo. Because if he goes to space 10, then space 8, then Buenos Aires, he can do it in 3 moves. So thanks to Mark for pointing that out. I thought it was 4 moves, but I was going via London and Arkham. So there you go. So he's gone to space 10 rather than to Istanbul. Not that it matters. Istanbul has got a gate with a green comet on it. And he has a special ability, Luke, whereby he can transport himself to gates that have the same icon as the Omen track. And the Omen track is currently on a green comet. So he's going to go there anyway. Okay, other than that, let's, I think we'll keep with the same order. So Carolyn's going to be our first investigator. So let's get into the action phase. And here we are with Carolyn. Okay, first things first, she needs a ship ticket. So there we go, because she needs to get to Antarctica. So there she is with her ship ticket, and let's get to the board. And here's Carolyn at Buenos Aires. So she's going to move to space 12. She's going to dodge the MIGO, and she's going to spend her ship ticket, and she's going to pop up in Antarctica down here. Okay, that's it for Carolyn. Next up is Luke. And here we are with Luke. So the first thing Luke's going to do is he's going to get himself a resource, because why not? So he's now got 2 resources. And then he's going to move. He's going to use his special action, as I mentioned, and he's going to move to a space with a gate that matches the Omen, which is a green comet, and that means he's going to Istanbul. So let's get to the board. And here's Luke, and there's Istanbul. So he's going to pop right across there. Okay, that's it for Luke. Next up is Jacqueline. And here we are with Jacqueline. First action, she's going to gain a focus. Let's make sure she's got plenty of re-rolls. And then she is also going to move. So let's get back to the board. And here we are at the board. Jacqueline is going to go from Buenos Aires to space 12. She's going to spend the ship ticket she got last turn. And she is going to follow Carolyn. And they are now both in Antarctica. Excellent stuff. Okay, next up is William. And here we are with William. First thing he's going to do is rest. He's going to gain a sanity. So there we go. He's got a sanity back. So he's on 4 and 4, which means his Scales of Thoth kicks in again, because his health and sanity match. Alright, after that, for his second action, he is going to move. So let's get to the board. And here's William. He's at Dilathleen. He's going to travel to Cellophase. Then he's going to spend the ship ticket he got last turn. Go to Unknown Kadath. Then he is going to use a local path to get to Buenos Aires. So let's just pop across there. Here's Will in Unknown Kadath and local path, and he ends up in Buenos Aires. That is it for William. That is it for the action phase. Next up, the encounter phase. And here we are with Carolyn. So she's going to try and close the gate. So that means the Otherworld encounter deck. So there we go. Flip it over, and once again we're going to the past. So let's have a quick look. And there it is, it's focused, I think. So it should be coming up any time now. The past. Through the slits in the closet door, you see yourself as a small child sitting up in bed. Who's there? Asks a frightened voice. You try to calmly persuade your younger self that you're a friend. Influence -1. I think her influence is pretty good. Let's check. She's got an influence of 3. And I'm sure she's got something else to help her as well. Well, she's blessed. And we've got silver-tongued. So we can re-roll 1 die when resolving an influence test. Excellent. Is there anything else? Don't think so. So, blessed. We've got a re-roll. We've got 2. Focus. We've got a clue. And so it's 3 dice. Oh, 2 dice, sorry. 2 blessed dice. And we get a 5, which is a pass. So that's good. So, passing. The child calms down, but eyes you suspiciously. Listen carefully to what I say, you tell yourself. It might save your life. You may become delayed to gain 2 clues. Whether you become delayed or not, close this gate. We're not going to become delayed. What's the point? We might have done had we needed the clues, but we don't need them. We have closed the gate. And what we're going to do, let's have a quick look at the mystery. It should be flashing up. After an investigator closes a gate during an Otherworld encounter or a Dream Quest encounter, he may spend 1 clue and discard 1 talent condition to place that onto this card. She does have a clue. She has a talent condition. Well, just first one I picked up is quick study. So we'll pop that in. Pop the clue in. And we can put this gate. Where have I put the gate? I've put the gate down somewhere and I can't find it. Oh, there it is. There it was. So that goes on to the mystery. Just check what we've got to do at the end of the mythos phase. If there are gates on this card equal to half the investigators solve the mystery. Woohoo! It's in the bag, folks. It's in the bag. We'll finish the turn though. It's got to go to the end of the mythos. So brilliantly done, Carolyn. Discard that card. That's it for her. Next up is Luke. And here we are with Luke. So he's going to try and close the Istanbul gate just for chucks. And we can't be bothered with the cultist. So he's going to spend a sanity in order to avoid the cultist as per his special ability. And he's just going to try and shut that gate. So we need this deck again. Give it another cut. And now we're going to Lost Carcosa. So there we are. That should be flicking up any time now. Lost Carcosa. A strange looking man named Wild offers to repair your reputation in exchange for information. Nothing wrong with Luke's reputation. He's a fine, upstanding member of the community. You may spend 1 clue to resolve the pass effect. If you do not resolve if you do not spend the clue, resolve the fail effect. I think he's got a clue. He does. So he's going to spend one. Good God. And let's get on to the pass effect. Your reputation is repaired. Improve your influence. So I'll get him an influence token. Bear with me. So it's going to go up by 1. His influence goes up to 3. Coolness. Wild then tells you you are the last king of America. You try to resist the delusion, which is a will -1 test. His will is 4. He has 2 focus. So I think it's a straight test. Oh no, it's a -1, so he gets 3 dice. And he gets a 6. He resists the delusion. If you pass, Wild troubles you no further and sends you home. Close this gate. Another gate closed. Great. You can't put this on the mystery. We don't need to put it on the mystery, but he doesn't have a talent anyway. So we'll just discard it. And but he does get all sorts for doing that. He gets a clue and a focus. He's at 2 focus already, so all he gets is a clue. This is through his Dreamer reward. So he's back up to 2 clues. And his Dream Box. Oh, he gets... he would have got a focus. But again, he's at 2 focus, so he can't. But that gate corresponded to the current omen. So he does recover that sanity that he spent. So we'll get that back. So he's back to 7 sanity. Great stuff. And I think that is it for Luke. So well done, son. Well done. Next up is Jacqueline. And here we are with Jacqueline. Freezing Tootsies off. She was here as backup just in case Carolyn couldn't close the gate. So that means she's just got to have a normal generic encounter, and it's a C space. So use a generic deck, and can sort of keep my hands in front of there to do a cut, and flick it over. Let's have a look. Get it to focus. So there we are. C. A sailor talks to you about a risky opportunity. If you can convince him you're up to the challenge, he'll share what he knows. So that is an influence -1. Check. Her influence is okay at 2. Does she get anything from Randolph? No, she doesn't. But she is blessed. And she has, we might well need these, I'll bring them across. She does have 2 focus. Okay, so she's just rolling a single die. A 3, so she'll spend a focus. Have another go. Come on. Ooh. Try and hit the dice tower pole. A 1. No! Last focus. Don't want to fail. 3. No. She's got a clue. Right. Bloody hell. How can you fail on a blessed dice? She does have a clue, doesn't she? Yes. So she'll spend the clue. Bloody hell. Right. Come on. A 1. No, she's failed. On blessed dice as well. No more re-rolls either, I don't think. Just a quick check. No. Oh, she should have got a doom. Yeah, she should have got a clue last turn because Doom advanced. Too late now. But if I'd remembered that, she would have had another roll now. Never mind. Okay, we'll just take the fail. What is it? If you fail, his distrust in your ability shakes your confidence. Discard 1 improvement token. So she discards her strength improvement. Doesn't matter. Could have been worse. Alright. Oh, that's disappointing. Rolling 4 blessed dice and not getting a single success. Oh. Okay. So that's it for Jacqueline. Good job we weren't relying on her to shut the gate. Okay. Right. Next up is William. And here we are with William in Buenos Aires. So that is the Green Americas deck. Quick cut. And it'll be the bottom one on the card. So there we go. When it decides to focus. Let's have a look. Buenos Aires. Diseased beggars offer you a gift in exchange for your help. Gain 1 random trinket asset from the deck. Oh, that's nice. From the deck. So here is the deck. Cut. And then we'll just whiz through. So we get a trinket. That's a service. It's a tome. Item. Item. Service. Service. Item. Item, item, service. Ugh. Here we go. This is killing my back because I'm at a stupid angle. Trinket, lucky cigarette case. There we are. Very nice. I'll have a look at that in a second. Just put all of these away. Lucky cigarette case. Cost of 2. Trinket. Once per round you may add 1 to the result of 1 die when resolving a test. Good little card. A very good little card. We'll put that with his other stuff. Excellent. And let's carry on. Helping them requires a large investment, so that is influence -1, but he's got the scales of Thoth, so that gives him 4 influence. He's got his lucky cigarette case now, got to remember that. So 3 dice, 1, 2, 3. He gets 2 successes anyway. Didn't need the lucky cigarette case. 2 5s, good enough. If you pass, they gratefully share a secret. Gain 1 ritual spell. Alright. At least it's not a glamour. So here are the ritual spells. Cut. Pull one off the bottom and it is... Ooh, banishment. There we are. Banishment. Spell. Ritual. Action. Pass a law +2 test. If you pass, discard 1 monster on the nearest space containing a gate with toughness equal to or less than your test result. Then flip this card. Very good. So he gets a banishment spell. And that is it for his trip to Buenos Aires. And that is it for the encounter phase. Next up, it's the laugh and the chuckle phase. And here we are at the laugh and chuckle phase, and hopefully it is a laugh and a chuckle phase, because we should be claiming victory very soon. But that depends on the good old Mythos card. So we've done all our rumours, they're gone. We're in stage 3 now. So it can either be a reckoning or it can be a normal sort of green card. We shall see which one we are going to get. So without further ado, let's see what we've got. Oh, we've got a green one. Thank God for that. I don't have to do a bloody reckoning. Hang on while I get rid of these. That saves some time. Yes. Don't have to do a reckoning. Woo! Great news. Okay. So, green card. I've put it up to the camera. I can't remember. There. Put it up to the camera. Should be popping up anytime now. Right. Omen trap movement. Blue constellation. Do we have any blue constellation gates? No, we do not. We only have Ulthar left. So we finish on 12 doom, which is quite remarkable. Then we've got a monster surge. Now, we don't have a blue constellation gate, so what that means is we're going to get a new gate. So let's just pull one off the top here. And we've got Hyperborea, or Hyperborea, which is space 3. Oh, 13, sorry. I was going to say, what's it doing in South Pacific? Hyperborea is actually space 13. That must be in the northern part of the map somewhere. Oh yeah, right up here. There we go. And we get a monster. So let's see what we get. And we get a flying polyp. So here we go. Flying polyp. Look it over. Ooh, it was a toughie. So 4 toughness. Horror check was a will check -1. I had to get at least 2 successes to avoid losing sanity. The combat check was a strength test -2, and you had to get 2 successes to avoid losing 2 health. And on a reckoning, move this monster to the nearest space containing a gate. Nasty. But that's okay, because we don't have to deal with it. Because I think it's in the bag, as they say. But we'll put him out anyway. There he is. Okay. Back to the card. We've got to put 2 clues out. The clue bag. And they are going to space 19. And what's the other one? The Heart of Africa. There we go. So that's the clues put out. Don't think I've ever had as many clues on the board as I have got on the board at the moment. Crazy. Right, let's have a read of the flavour text. The inspector rolls you on your back, revealing the ancient runes written on your face and the blood on your shirt. He shouts at you, demanding to know what you did. Slowly and painfully you struggle to your feet and tell him, I did what I had to. Yeah, take that, Inspector. At all costs. Event. The lead investigator, which is Carolyn, gains a corruption condition and 1 tempted by darkness unique asset. So I have to pull some crap out at the very last. A corruption condition. Bear with me. Must be a bane. Must be a bane. So here they are. Let's do this and keep going through till we get corruption. Blight. Corruption. Next one. But she's done it for the good of humanity while she was closing the gate. So, corruption condition. Bane. You may gain one Eldritch token to re-roll one die when resolving a test. If you would gain a boon condition, discard this card instead. On a Reckoning, gain one Eldritch token, then flip this card. I imagine the more Eldritch tokens that are on this card, the worse it is when you have to flip it. So, could have Jackie look at the back, but I'm not going to bother because, we may as well. Right. She's going to look at the back, gain a clue, pretend I'm giving Jackie a clue, and we'll have a look at the back. Okay. So there it is. Corruption. You may gain a dark pact condition. Oh, cheers. To discard all of your Eldritch tokens. You cannot stop screaming. Resolve each effect that applies based on the number of Eldritch tokens you have. Yes, we had this previously, didn't we? A few turns ago. This is cumulative. So if we add 1+, gain a madness condition for each Eldritch token you have. 3+, resolve the reckoning effect of each of your madness conditions, treating all the die rolls as ones, then flip this card. Yes, corruption. Very nice. Glad we didn't get that. Now, there's something else we've got to get, isn't there? The Tempted by Darkness unique asset. These are the unique assets. Right, here it is. I'll just go through. It's the bloody task deck. There's 2 minutes of my life I won't get back. Okay, another 2-minute search. See you in a minute. At last. Here it is. So, Tempted by Darkness. Focus. Right, give it a read. Tempted by Darkness, unique asset. Task. At the end of the Mythos phase, you may spend 2 health and 2 sanity to flip this card. If you do not flip this card, gain 1 Eldritch token. So there you go. She got that. Not messing about. Okay. And that is the end of the Mythos phase. Which means we can get on to the good stuff. Descending the steps. 2 gates are on it. And, this should flick up for you. I took a picture of this ages ago. So at the end of the Mythos phase, if there are gates on this card equal to half of the investigators, solve this mystery. There are. We have solved the mystery and we have defeated Hypnos, saved the world, and won the game. Hurrah! Back to winning ways at last. Yes, good game. I think a lot of the tactical and strategic things that I tried to do came off, and that's always nice. And we did really well. Really, really well. 10 turns. 10 turns. Didn't have to do any research encounters, even though we've got about 50 clues on the board. We spent quite a bit of time in the Dreamlands, which was good. Always good to, explore the actual expansion that you're dealing with. Would have liked to have done a few more dream quests. Had to stick in Ulthar trying to get talents. But, yeah, we spent a lot of time in the Dreamlands, so that was good. The investigators did really well, especially Carolyn and Luke. Jacqueline was okay. William, bit disappointing. But he didn't have to kill many monsters, really. And those monsters that were out there, well, they always seemed to pop up on the other side of the world from where he actually was. so it was a bit difficult for him to go around killing things, unfortunately. But yeah, with Luke and Carolyn, it was pretty much in the bag, so we did really, really well there. And we've managed to win, so excellent. Gonna have a well, I'm not gonna have a think what I'm playing next. I do know what I'm playing next. It should be a pleasant surprise for some of you. Keep your eyes peeled for the coming soon video, and I hope you're looking forward to it. I'm not sure I am. As it's a bit of a fiddly one. It is a bit of a fiddly one, but I'm sure there's plenty of you out there that will be looking forward to it once you find out what it is. As for this particular playthrough, thank you for watching. Thank you for all the subscriptions. Thank you for all the comments, the likes and the dislikes. The stars are right, you're stars, and you're all right. Thank you to everybody who's been to BGG, to like the video threads over there, to drop a comment, to give me geek gold, anything like that. Thank you so much. A special thanks, as always, to everybody who's been across to KoFi.com and has bought me a brew and helped to support the channel. It really helps. Thank you very much. I hope you have enjoyed this playthrough of Eldritch Horror. Like Arkham Horror 2nd Edition, it will be back in the future. It's an excellent game. We'll play again in the future. We'll have a look at a different sideboard. We'll see a new ancient one, and we'll try and save the world again. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you join me for my next playthrough. And until then, this is me, CatWeazle, saying toodaloo.